Well, I got another that's going to butt hurt some folks. We got STAGG Batch 19, 22B. We're going to roll with 22B. STAGG Batch 22B coming at you. Let's pour it up. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Saucy Shane. Welcome back to another whiskey review. Would you look at here? We got our third Stag on the table here. This is STAGG Batch 19, 22B. I'm going to roll with STAGG Batch 22B because I think they're going to do it like twice a year. This year should drop 23A, 23B, so on and so forth. Batch 18 released last year. If you were counting that one, that would have been 22A. This is 1922B. We're going to roll with 22B because I think that's how they want everybody to do it. I'm also going to compare it to Batch 18 at the end of this video, which really wasn't my favorite at all. I've only had 3 Stags. I've tried a couple different ones. It tastes like hot trash to me. I don't know. A lot of people liked it. But I've heard a lot of good things about this 22B, coming in at 130 proof on the dot at 65% ABV for you mathematicians out there. We got it poured in a glass. Damn swirl. We'll let her float on the table here a little bit. Oh shit, about dropped it. First reaction to this, just cracked it. You see me pull the daggum tape off of it, the full cork, pop it. First reaction, to me, it's classic Buffalo Trace nose on the profile there. It's like a souped up Eagle Rare. Pretty decent color to it. Like I said, I've heard a lot of good things. I try not to watch a lot of reviews on stuff, but you never know what you're going to get. I didn't know really I was going to get this one. I'm really glad to have it. It's coating the glass, really nice. Pretty decent color. As it's starting to open up, it's getting a little bit more of the oak, classic cherry, a little bit of grape notes coming off. Like I said, classic Buffalo Trace, just amped up. We all love our Stag. Not so much juniors no more. As I'm sitting here looking through the bottle at the light coming through it, it's not the darkest one I've ever seen, but it's got a beautiful color. A lot more of the oaks coming through, kind of getting like a, it kind of smells like a strawberry. More so than a cherry. Now that's all I'm getting is strawberries. Let's put this on the palate. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm immediately going to go in for my second sip. The first sip of the day, 130 proof. Baby sip. Now we're going to go for a little bit bigger one. Cheers, y'all. Instantly you feel the creaminess of the mouthfeel. It's fairly thick. A lot of people said it kind of reminds them of an older batch of Stag. I've never had any of the 12s, 13, 14s. I do have a sample of a 15. So later on this year, I'll do a comparison of the 18, 19, or whatever, 22B. I got the 17, and I'll throw that 15 off in there too. We'll do a 4-way Stag comparison. Side of the tongue, I'm getting a lot of what I'm getting on the nose. I'm getting that kind of strawberry, kind of like a strawberry and cream, wrapped in a little oak, but not a tannic oak. Like it's not super old. Of course, these are non-age stated. People say they're around 8, 9 years old in the batches. I would believe that. Third sip, I'm kind of getting the strawberries there, strawberry and cream. It kind of reminds me of a souped up, the brand new Dr. Pepper strawberry and creams. There's a little oak sprinkled in there. It's got a little bit of caramel and vanilla going on. Pretty delicious. Don't drink like 130 proof bourbon, I'll tell you that much. We'll take one more little sip and I'll rank this bad boy right now. It's got some different qualities to it. And by different, I'm kind of almost getting like a popcorn vibe from it. It's kind of weird. Not to be smacking so much. I'm not going to cut that out, as you know. But it is very salivating. I'd say if I put this in a blind, I probably wouldn't nail that it's 130 proof or anywhere thereabouts. I'd probably say it's 118 to 120 proof, maybe. Drinks real easy, full of flavor, full body. I'll give this a ranking of 8.7. Pretty solid. Of course, if you see this, reasonable price, $80, $100. I wouldn't go no more than $100 for this, just because of the rarity of them. Pretty solid bourbon. As I talk, I get more of that finish. It's got a really good long finish. But what we're going to do now, we're going to compare it to what I said was hot trash from last year, batch 18, which would have been 22.8, coming in 131 proof. Let's pour it up. So we got the batch 18. Big thug of a cork pop. I'm gonna pour a whole lot in that glass. I got some stuff to do. Maybe blend them together at the end of this video and sip on it later, see how it mingles together. Wasn't really a fan of this one. You can check out my review of this one. I'll put the link in the description box below. It kind of opened up in that video, but kind of as it's set in this bottle here, I've sent some samples to some friends, and I don't know, get mixed reviews on it. I wasn't really a fan of it. Maybe I was let down because of the height. 17 was my first one. I think it was like 127 something proof, whatever. This one comes in at 131 proof, batch 18, batch 19, and 130 proof. Keep calling it batch 19. It's 22B, whatever you want to call it. So, we've tried this. Give it a little swirl in the glass. About the same on the color. Same on the legs. Jesus. 22B kind of smells a little older. I'm swirling it. Let's give it a proper. Can I do a double? Let's see if I can do a double. This is risky. Batch 18, it's got a very good nose to it. It's kind of like a cherry Dr. Pepper, cherry Coke, something. But let's get it on the palate and we'll compare them. It just hits me in the back of the throat. I ain't lying now. That's pretty daggone. It's not what I remembered. It's got a little something different about it. Fresh crack of this 22B. I can already tell it needs to open up a little bit, like this one. Man, I don't know. Batch 18, when you drink them, sip them side by side. I'm not cleaning my palate or nothing, but it's just kind of got a little funkiness. You can go and call it tannic, whatever you want to call it. Little oakiness that's just a little bit sour to me on the back end of the palate. I would have to recommend the 22B. Either one of them is very good. If you see them on the shelf, I still see pictures, people posting 17s, and they're finding 16s and 17s on the shelf. You just never know what you're going to find wherever you're at, whatever state you're visiting or live in. Store owners may find some in their cabinets or whatever, and they may put them on the shelf at random times. A lot of stores around the country hide them like Easter eggs. You might find a Stagg on the bottom shelf behind some old crow or something. You never know. I would hunt them down. I like the horns. I like Stagg Junior. It was probably my first, besides the Russell's 13, first unicorn I've ever wanted to hunt. I'm very proud to have them. 22B, I think if you find it anywhere less than $100, I'd grab it up. We're going to pour this up. I'll take a little sip of it. Won't be none for later, I can guarantee you that. The 22B, I'm pretty impressed. 130 proof, even. I think they need to. I really like the 17. I think if they come out with a batch, it's about 134, 135 proof is kind of what we're needing, because they're a little soft. I may not be the only one that feels that way. I don't know. If you feel that way, leave a comment in the comment section below. But to me, they kind of feel a little soft. They need a little extra for what they are, if you catch my drift. But guys, I want to thank y'all for watching. This has been the review of STAGG Batch 19-22B. Stay tuned for more. Like the video if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already. And ring that bell for notification. That way you don't miss a single thing. We got a lot of killer videos coming up in 2023. So I highly recommend you ring that bell for notification. Guys, I love y'all. I'll leave y'all to it. Stay safe out there. And until next time, stay saucy. But don't get too saucy. Drink responsibly and share with friends. Cheers.